Introducing forced update cactus and sugarcane farms. These are very similar to zero tick farms, only they require no redstone to force the updates. Now the sugarcane farm does have a little bit of redstone just for the harvest, where the cactus doesn't need it. We do need a harvesting situation for the sugarcane. I'm going to show you guys how to build these, but first, have a look. Alright, for either one of these farms, they start exactly the same thing. You need a non-full block, such as a chest. Then you're going to place a boat on the very top. It's definitely helpful to have your hitboxes on, because you want to line this up, the hitbox of the boat, as center as possible in all directions. So it should be hanging out on both sides, no matter which way you face it. Now what you're going to want to do is to build up a few blocks here and then place another boat. Try to line up the hitboxes of the boats. Get them as accurate to each other as possible. Seems about right, so we're going to go ahead and break out the blocks holding up that set there. It doesn't quite meet up, but it's close enough, should be. We'll see right now whether it is or not. We're going to go ahead and build up like that. We just basically need a line of blocks. That way we can place sand against. Alright, looks so good so far. Basically all we need to do is let that sand interact with the hitbox of the boat. Works out perfectly there. And at this point, this is where you need to decide what you're building. So if you're going to do cactus, I'm going to start with the cactus one. We're just going to build this up. As you see, it'll go ahead and force itself to update. I'm going to go ahead and place some blocks on top here, just like so. And then we're going to place some trapdoors. Any trapdoor you like will be fine. It does not really matter. And these trapdoors are going to go there and there. I'm going to place one more right here in the middle, just temporary because we have it. And then, so what we're going to do then is we're going to place a temporary block there. We're going to place a hopper into the side of the block and then a hopper down into there. We're going to go ahead and break out the temporary block after we place a chest. So we're going to break that. And then we'll come underneath the bottom and place on that chest right there. So now what we need to do is put our hopper mine carts. That's why we got the blocks up here on top. And we're just going to go ahead and place some rails in. I'm going to go ahead and place two more blocks and rails on each side so that they create a pattern in. And then if you want, you can place blocks on to place two chests. And this is where our hopper mine carts come in. Place the hopper mine cart, push it into the chest. In here, make sure it's pushed into the chest, not off into the floor. Push that in. Push that in. And you're going to go right ahead and just break out all of these blocks here. You can break this trapdoor or leave it, but what I'm going to do is come to the corner and I'm just going to nudge that hopper minecart towards the very center of the build, just enough to let it interact with the other hopper. Same goes here, and if you'll check, they should be emptying out. Alright, there's our cactus going in. Go ahead and make sure you don't bump these boats, but go ahead and clean up the mess around, or you can let it despawn, whichever you like. Yeah, but once these boats are bumped, the build will be broken. So I do suggest that you build a wall around it to protect it. That way no mobs or other players can destroy your hard work or this amazing farm. Now what you can do, if you like, you can go ahead and place some blocks around at the level where the trapdoor is. That'll help contain the hopper mine carts, make sure they don't get nudged. Then you can cover the mine carts. That way, if the chests ever do get full, what doesn't pick up the mine carts will fall in the cactus and be destroyed. So there's an overflow protection at that point. And yeah, that's all you need to do. Now for the other one, it's going to start out the same way, so I'll meet you when we get to the sand being placed. Alright guys, now onto the sugarcane farm. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and place some blocks in the center of the front. And you want to go ahead and break out a block, one in front and straight down right there. And that way you'll have a place for your water to run. So we're going to place water there, and we're going to place water here. That's going to allow us to plant our sugarcane and let it grow. I'm going to go ahead and place blocks on the top of this just like we did before, and then we're going to just build out again so that we can place some tracks. So just copy this here, and in the center we're going to place chest here and a chest there with rails on either side, and this will allow us to line our hopper mine carts up the way we would like to. So push that in, nudge that in, goes here, nudge it in, nudge it in. Go ahead and break all of this out like so. And then all you should need to do is place a chest right there. Be real super careful. You can place did this a little different in the other one. I had a hopper here and a hopper there. You can do it either way. You can nudge it in like I just did. The problem with doing it like this one is because you can accidentally nudge the boat, so you got to be really careful. So having the mine cart, the hoppers out here, makes it easier to not do so. So of course our rails ended up in the chest like they're supposed to. All 7 would have been 8 of them. What happened to the other one? I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the blocks around here just to go ahead and protect everything, and we're going to place some observers on the side right there and right there, right there and right there. That's going to read when the blocks, or when the sugarcane grow. Then we're going to place a piston, a piston, piston, piston. Place blocks on the sides there in the corners. Then you're going to need sticky pistons. You need 4 of them. You want to face them out away from each other like that. There's a block there. So what you're going to do is place another set of observers with the output facing into the corner blocks, just like so. So you need that there, and then you can fill in these corner ones here as well. If you want to cover any of this up, you can. Just be really careful. Gonna leave that spot open or put a piece of glass there maybe. Let's do that. Let's put a piece of glass. Just to protect everything. And then again, I would suggest another wall all the way around just to protect the setup. You can take that all the way to the top if you like, leaving a hole for the chest to be accessed on either side. Of course, you don't have to do this out of glass either. I did the other one out of stone, if you remember. Fill all that in. So you're going to want to head and break out any of them that are fully grown that haven't been broken. And let's check our rates. We got 48 just in the time it's been built. That's crazy. So anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this. I hope you find it useful, and I almost imagine this is a lot less laggy than the zero tick farms. And yeah, for instance, you can also turn these off. You can just remove the cactus here and it'll prevent it growing. And also here, look at that, just since we built it. That's crazy. Anyways, guys, hope you find this useful, and yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. I feel like I'm positive other people have discovered this before, but I figured, hey, we need to make a video. Anyways, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.